This is good right here. Yeah.
Woo! That works. Alright, we good? We good?
Yeah.
Alright. Alright. 3, 2, 1.
And we are back. What's going on, everybody? It's J Vibes of All Things Radio. Bring your flowers. How we doing today? We're back with another episode. You already know what's going down. Now, this next guest, you might have seen his artwork all around. He does very great and awesome graphic designing. Also, his branding of clothing. You might have seen him with the original format of Meta Entertainment. This guy has a lot going for him right now. He's also known as Drown sometimes, but he likes to be known as ID. I got Israel Loon in the building. Israel, what's poppin', baby? How you doing today? You good or what?
J Vibes, what's up, man?
What's up, dude? Are you all right or what? Was that too much?
No, it's good. It's fine.
Everything
I do things and I forget, and then people remind me, and I'm like, oh yeah.
That was a part of my life. Yeah, exactly.
Meta Entertainment. That's
bro. Yes.
crazy shout out,
dude.
I mean, I wouldn't be doing shows at all if it wasn't for that.
Yeah.
Doing that with you guys.
And then the cool picture, dude. Remember that? Remember the cool little picture we had?
We all knew you were gonna end up a VJ, RJ, radio DJ.
Yeah, dude. I didn't know that was gonna lead to this. I honestly didn't.
It's perfect.
I feel you. I feel like it suits me perfectly.
Let's tour the world and do it.
Hey, this ain't about me though, right? We're here to talk about you, big dog.
I'll talk about you. Let's just first 15 minutes, just J Vibes.
Oh, okay. Well, should I be over there, man? I don't know. It's all good. It's all good. First of all, bro, how's you doing? How's your day?
The day was good, actually.
Yeah?
I only slept like 3 hours, which is pretty standard.
Mm-hmm.
Got some coffee, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, my days are
rolled out of bed, dude. I put my socks on.
The days are very slow, but it's because I spend most time behind the computer.
Okay.
And then so once I'm behind the computer, it's like brain's running at 1,000,000 miles an hour, body is like zero.
I'm dead.
But I did put socks on. I took a shower. It was fucking awesome.
There we go. He's like, dude, I'm clean. I just want you to know that. I like
for sure clean. I washed my hair today.
Would you wash your ass too?
Actually, I focused too much on my hair today. I only wash it once a week. You got to.
Yeah.
Long hair. It's weird.
I just started growing out my top, and I have no idea what I'm doing with it. So I feel you. Like,
you look different,
dude. It's longer.
It's the hair.
Dude. I don't know what I'm doing. I comb it now, and it's like a slick Italian, like Latin look, and I don't know what it.
You look Spanish.
Thank you. Thank you.
Cuban.
I look like I'm about
like
to go
from Miami, bro.
Everyone's been saying that. Everyone's like, yo, you have Florida, Miami.
I have dreams
vibes
of going to Miami and Florida, man. Like,
yeah.
Seriously. Everyone's so scared of Miami. I think there's something past the craziness of Florida that everyone's so scared of. There's some magic there. It's just being protected by like alligators and Florida man. You know
drugs,
what I mean?
yeah.
Drugs and crime. You just gotta try to weasel your way past it. And there's the magic. I don't know what it is though.
Are you gonna be the superhero that saves Florida?
No. No. I just want to go and snort some of that magic. I'm just kidding. That's a joke. Whatever the magic is.
It's all good, dude. So
I really do. I mean, there's a huge artistic culture in Florida. That's the magic I'm talking about. I'm talking about like art stuff.
Yeah.
Being an artist in Florida is a thing that gets, foreshadowed by the craziness.
Okay, so we're stirring away from Florida. Let's come back to Texas right quick, and let's talk about some of your graphic designing work. So how long have you been doing that for? Talk to me.
Graphic design, I've been doing like 5-6 years. Mm-hmm. One of my friends gave me a computer, and then I got another friend to bootleg Illustrator onto this free computer I got. And then for like a year until that computer shit itself, So then I got a new computer. And it was new, but it wasn't like a good computer.
Yeah.
And I used this computer for like basically the whole thing. I just recently upgraded. So it's kind of crazy because like I've done a lot of pretty recognizable like pieces like on the internet and here and there. and it was all made on like this like $700 like HP computer with the
Jeez.
whatever name. It was like touchscreen, and nobody ever knew. So they'd be like, "Oh, I like this," and then they'd click on things, and they're all, "I'm sorry," and I'm like, "It's cool. My computer does things that other computers shouldn't be doing." It's like an Android, and it just like has all these features that no one needs.
This computer rides the short bus, and
it was, but it did everything.
Yeah.
So it goes to show that it doesn't really matter like the equipment you have. It's about the creative drive inside the person that can come out with this. And I just recently upgraded, so like now my possibilities have like broadened like crazy. I'm super excited to like get into like rendering 3D graphics and doing more Photoshop stuff, because I just only do Illustrator, but I know that there's like a lot of things I could do with Photoshop that coincide with like 3D rendering. Yeah. So I have a lot to learn.
Yeah, a lot of us
I've been doing it for 6 years, but I'm still at the beginning. Like I don't.
Yeah, you're still breaking through everything. You haven't even reached your final form yet.
Not even close. Like,
yeah.
Honestly, I sleep on myself a lot. Honestly, so
on your side,
on the wrong side of the bed, man, all the time. But it's cool. I only sleep for 3 hours anyway, so it's a short trip.
I'm jacked up on Mountain Dew, man.
I'm jacked up on Starbucks now, man.
Yeah, the mocha frappuccinos.
I don't want to drink the Starbucks, but it's kind of good. It's low-key good. It's good the way that like dollar burgers are good. Yeah, you know, you're just like, man, I know this shouldn't be good. Yeah, but it's really good.
It's all good, dude. That's kind of, I like how what you said earlier, how you were like, yo, this computer is kind of shit, but I still made some dope ass work with it.
Bro, I remember one day I was working at Elevated, and like Aaron pulled up, and you know, I had my computer there, and I'm like,
do my thing.
This was like one of my first times I was like around people from my city that were doing things.
True.
And so I was there on my computer, and then fucking Aaron walks in.
Shout out.
And he goes, "Hey, homie with the Harry Potter," because I had an HP.
Yeah.
And you know, it was like I was in high school again. I was so embarrassed because, like, you know, everyone knows, or Apple is just, you know, it's made for creatives, and I was working on a budget. Aaron's a jerk. It's all good. Now though, you know, it's all just building. It's all just building. You got to work with what you got, and you can't let people bring you down.
True.
You got to keep going, because I've done a lot of wild stuff for a lot of different types of people, and like I'd never think that I could be able to do certain types of things. And I don't even think they know that the stuff that I made came from this computer that was just like, it's just like, there was like cobwebs on it.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know the origins of like some of the creations.
Like when you open a wallet and like a butterfly comes out every time.
Dude,
my computer.
Except what, it's spiders?
Like an egg, a bird, a feather.
And then a whole ass chicken.
A whole chicken. I had to take care of a chicken for a week.
That's great. Do you remember the first type of piece you did compared to like now?
Well, I've been making art since I was in second grade, but it was all just kind of like a hobby. So
when did it become a business?
After I left a serious relationship in my 20s that I thought was going to be like everything. I thought it was like, oh, this is my life now. I guess I'm just going to get married and do the thing.
And then be the husband.
And then it just ended, you know, and like life doesn't care about your plans. It ended, and I was lost, bro. Like I was a mess. I was
in a hole. Like,
I was in a hole, bro. Like wouldn't leave the house for 3 weeks type shit. You know?
Yeah.
And then I started drinking a lot. I got a car. I don't know how that happened, but I got a car in the midst of my depression. And then I started drinking a lot. And then I don't know if you remember Omar.
Yeah.
Of course, we all remember Omar. Yeah. Commuter Radio. Shout out Omar. He put on the For the Homies art show in 2016 For the Homies.
Throwback.
First one. And he's like, you make art, man. You should like do the art show.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know. Let's just get drunk. So then I put my stuff up, and in high school I made like this giant picture of Jesus. It was like this, like my mom, like it's like her prized possession. It's like in her Like as soon as you walk in the house, it's like
It's still there?
Yeah, it's a giant picture of Jesus that I drew in high school, and I had that and like that was like that left an impression on some people. I sold some pieces. I made money off of some stuff that I thought was just like throwaway hobby stuff, and I don't know. I guess like growing up in a small town and just kind of like a capitalistic society, you gotta work to be successful. That's what you are taught.
That's how it is.
What I was taught.
Yeah.
And then so the day that I made money for the first time making art, that was when I realized like, oh, like I could really do this. So it was just like a slow process of like me overcoming self-doubt and insecurities, and being vulnerable was like my biggest fear in the world. But I put myself in those positions almost every single day. So you just gotta overcome those fears to get to do the thing, you know? And I don't know. After that show really, it showed me how like there's a whole culture behind it, and I could really do something. Eventually I started making clothes.
Yeah. Was that the one that kind of like kicked everything off for you?
It was Afterglow. I had like this like enlightening experience.
I remember Afterglow, so that was cool.
Fueled by lots and lots of serotonin.
What's crazy is I remember back during the produced parties outside that we would throw, where you made face masks of Afterglow back before the pandemic
Afterglow
was even a
face
thing.
mask in
Yes,
2016, before the pandemic.
it's like, bro, if you just had those still.
Crazy. It's actually crazy. I have like one. I think Ducky has one. Shout out Ducky.
Damn it, Ducky.
DuckTapes. Anyways,
I'm gonna steal it.
he has it. Yeah. It was weird though, because whenever the whole pandemic thing happened and like we had to, like, I guess like making masks was like really trendy.
Yeah.
I was like, man, it feels weird because I already went through this.
Yeah,
like,
years back.
But like there was no what's the word, like necessity.
No.
It was just
It was
all
just
all just
fashion.
novelty.
It was like-
yeah. It's like you're wearing the mask. It's like, oh, like it makes you feel different.
Yeah.
I wanted.
I have
to
a
come
picture
out,
of me in the mask.
I wanted
It's
to come
cool.
out with products that people can be like, oh, like I can fuck with this brand, and people can notice the difference between me wearing this brand and me wearing something else. Especially in the area around the time there was like a few other clothing brands that were popping up,
True.
and like everything kind of settles here.
Yeah.
Not to make it all depressing or anything, but it's all good because like the true artist will keep making art no matter what the circumstances are.
Survival of the fittest.
I will always. I mean, survival of the fittest creatively.
Yeah.
And not just creatively, man. I see some
Mentally,
dudes out there.
too.
I see some dudes out there with like half the creative talent and just like drive on like 100, like overflowing cup of just like drive, and they're just like getting so many crazy opportunities, which is amazing because like being able to independently make your own money, that's like the dream. That is the dream, to be your own boss and to like not have to answer to anyone. Of course, we can't really like escape that fully,
Yeah.
but maybe when we're 50, right? Maybe when I'm 35.
Hey, dog, maybe I could retire early, bro.
Bro, I'd love to retire early. I want to travel the world, man.
That's the dream.
Like,
yeah.
I want to make art. That's what I feel like my calling
Around
in
the
life
world?
is. Yeah. I want to see the world. I want to experience living on Earth.
So, is that your dream, or what's the dream?
What is the dream, right? I don't know.
That is the number one question.
I just want to feel happy.
Yeah.
And I want happiness to define my success and not money.
I agree.
So like, I could be broke, but I could be with my girlfriend, Whitney. Shout out, Whitney.
Shout out.
Love you. I could be broke, but I could be with my girlfriend, Whitney, and we could be like in an RV in the middle of the United States.
Yeah,
and,
Montana
And I know
somewhere,
that
yeah.
that's my happiness right
Yeah.
there. Like, I don't know. We all depend on money.
Yeah,
I depend on money. We're all hungry, but like,
Yes.
I hate that I have this in me. But
Yeah.
you gotta use it.
I know.
We all
I
got
know.
this drive to make money because money equals like stability.
Yeah.
We all want to feel like we can be stable. Our families are stable.
Yeah, I always think back to the Rick and Morty episode where like Rick changes the currency from $1 to 0, and then that's it. Society just kind of destroys and implodes, and like shrivels down on itself. And I'm just like, yo, what if that were to happen to us?
I mean, like, I feel like cryptocurrency is like
The thing now, the
gonna
wave.
lead into the U.S. dollar.
Yeah.
Why is it so hard to make U.S. dollars? Look, I'm not trying to talk about that, but
I get you. I get you. So let's go back. Let's circle back.
Yeah,
okay.
Sounds good.
You've gone through like a lot of different phases in your life for as long as I've known you, and I've known you for almost fucking, I don't know,
5,
like
6?
Yeah, years. I've
Days.
seen you go through so many different brands. Can you name a few of them for the listeners and viewers who don't know?
For what? What did you ask?
Your
I'm
different
sorry.
brands. So, like for instance, you had Afterglow.
Okay,
now
so
you
like
got Drown.
first I started with Afterglow, and that was more of like a concept brand. I knew I wanted to make clothes.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that I wanted to make artwork and then put that artwork on clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't really know where it was going, and then I hit like this really rough patch in my life.
Yeah.
And it felt like I had to let go of Drown.
Mm-hmm.
So then I had to let go of Afterglow. And then that's when I came up with Drown. I mean, obviously, the difference between the Afterglow and Drown, like,
Yeah.
I was in two completely different places in my life.
Mm-hmm.
But it's funny because a lot of really good things came from Drown. And I thought of Drown. Remember, I was like, oh, I was depressed.
Yeah.
I was sad. It was real things. I'm just mocking myself. Anyways, but that's when I came up with Drown. Like, because that's what I was doing.
Yeah.
I felt like I was drowning. I felt like I was drowning in my emotions and in the actions of my life. Like I
Yeah.
felt like I was drowning in just like
Everything.
depression, everything, right? So like I had to learn how to like harness this like negative energy instead of like drowning in it, like purposely drown in it and then absorb it and then spew it. So it helped me get out of a depression by making this clothes that was inspired by my darkest feelings. And so like it's kind of funny because like the happier I got, like the less intense my designs get. And then sometimes I'll go through periods of times where I'm like really happy and I won't design anything for Drown.
Yeah,
And
because you're kind of content.
that's
You're
what I'm
just like,
saying.
yeah.
And it's weird because I don't want Drown to just be like this like negative appeal type brand, even though the name is just very like in your face, kind of like edgy, right? But I know it could become something else, and I want to grow with the brand. I'm very on the side of if you feel like rebranding, if you feel like you're going through a new phase and you're over your old phase, like just rebrand, do what you feel, be an artist. Like who is it to anyone to think, you called yourself this one day, you're gonna call yourself this the next day, right? But I know that Drown could be so much more than just a feeling I had, right? And so my plans for like the next year is to kind of like transform what people think Drown is. So I'm not really sure what people think Drown is, but I feel like with the stuff that I've shown for my brand, I'm not happy with it anymore. I need to see something different. So honestly, Ducky helps me a lot with like the concept stuff. Like I run a lot of ideas by him and basically, like, if Ducky fucks with it, like, we're gonna run with it. And
If he gives me a quack, then we're
that's
good.
what I'm saying. Yeah, then it's crack for sure.
I mean, it's a quack.
If he gives you a quack, then it's crack. So, it's really good, man. That's super good. He needs to change like his.
He needs
like,
to market that,
he
bro.
needs to change like his
TM.
like MySpace headline to like if I whatever. Anyways. And there's a lot of crazy concepts that I'm planning for this next year, 2022.
Yeah, is that gonna be the year?
It might not be the year, but I feel like it's gonna be my most ambitious year. Like,
Okay.
So earlier this year, I guess it was like a few weeks ago, Virgil Abloh died, and me being
Rest
like,
in peace.
Rest in peace, Virgil. Me being a designer, and like at heart, I feel also side tangent. I feel like every person who is a creative, who makes something, whether it's videos, sculptures, paintings, we're all designers. If you cater parties, you're a designer. We're all designers. It's all in us. We just have to like, that's that energy of like bringing it out. Anyways, man, what was I saying? That shit was so powerful in my brain. I was like, I forgot what I was even saying, bro. I was saying something about, man, can we rewind it?
It's all good. You're right.
Nah, it was good, bro. Virgil, how could I forget? Yeah. Okay, so rest in peace, Virgil. He died, and it was like it kind of hit me hard because all the first Afterglow stuff that I was doing, it was all like inspired by Virgil and what he was doing. It was all deconstructed. It was all like over the place, like brand new ideas, trying to like break the norm of what people think streetwear is, break the norm of what people think fashion is. That's what he was doing. So like he was a huge influence for me, and like when he died, I like realized that he was probably like the most fearless person who has ever existed, because even I criticized his design choices, his creative direction. Like, he would come out with clothes and I would be like, what is this? This is so silly. Like, it's so dumb, like straight up. But I realized that it's like, he knew it was questionable. But the thing is that I have an idea and I have a creative direction, and I don't care what anyone says, it's gonna exist.
Yeah.
And so I have bad ideas, and sometimes I have good ideas that I feel like might be bad ideas. And at the end of the day, I'll like sleep on myself and won't post these cool ideas that I have, or won't create these cool things I have. And
do you not do that because of like anxiety, or like of what other people might think?
It's a lot of things. It's self-doubt, really. Just
Okay.
self-doubt, like, oh, maybe the world's not ready. Like, maybe I'm not ready to like represent myself with whatever this is. I've done it before in the past. I come out with certain things and like 5 people come at me like, what is this? This is weird, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, trust me. And then like 2 years later, like you see that shit fucking popping everywhere. So I realized that does happen a lot. And I just kind of like hold myself back. But like it's like a creative control, because most of the stuff people have seen that I've dropped is good. It's like I'm choosing to drop the good shit. But there's other good stuff that I don't post, that I kind of like trip myself out into. So
that you kind of keep for yourself?
Yes. So to me, a thing that I've been telling myself every single day when I wake up is, what would Virgil do? Like, how would he handle the situation? Like, he is a fearless being who died in the middle of creating his legacy. Like, he died a rock star. We'll never see his come down. We will never see it. And like, he lived fearlessly. I want to do that. I want to, like, every single goal that I've set for myself, I don't even care how it happens. That's why I was also talking about money. Like, financial instability is terrifying.
Facts.
But like, that's a huge fear that if we overcome, we always hear in the bigger picture with our idols and our heroes who are like successful. They're like, I took that jump and like it worked in my favor. You got to take that jump. You got to put your money up. You got to like, if you believe in something, spend your money on it. And like, I have problems doing that. But recently I've been like investing in myself, AKA my upgrade and my equipment and everything. And like, it feels amazing. I don't know.
I'm happy for you.
This next year, like, I'm trying to screw on a new head, a new mindset. Like,
I'm trying to build a new me.
I hate the industry, so I'm trying to create my own.
Yeah. That's dope. That's badass.
And it's just up from here. I'm an artist. I feel like when you're an artist, every year that goes by, it's just more reputable.
So if it's only up from here, you talked about taking like the next step. So when's the next jump, and what does that look like?
I don't know, bro. My birthday's in February. I kind of want to do something before then. Yeah. Kind of just like take a trip or go make some connections out of town. Maybe move. True. Maybe, possibly, probably. Yeah. I'm moving. I'm moving. I think I'm moving. But my whole family lives here, so I'll always be here. Yeah. That's cool, man. Shout out my mom. I had like an hour and a half conversation with my mom and dad before this interview.
Family conversations are dope. They get intense and deep, at least with mine.
It's cool, man, because like they had it hard, bro. Like they're like immigrants and stuff, you know, and like it took them a while to get their citizenship, and I'm able to be an artist because of the sacrifices they made, right? And so like I like to keep up with them and let them know, like, hey, like I'm not wasting my life, because you know, it could. Our parents are old fashioned, and they might not understand this creative career that I've set for myself.
Do you think you can make the same sacrifices they did,
bro? Honestly, dude, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. The thought of having children is so scary because we live in a horrible world, and so like. The thought of me bringing a life into this horrible world just like scared, because I'm responsible for the world not to hurt this thing, and it's like I don't think I can wrap my brain around that. Yeah, that's like, deep. It's scary. It's very scary. It's like I don't know, man.
Definitely think people don't normalize or talk about.
Well, for sure. It's like I know I'm not ready for kids, and I was blessed to be with a girlfriend who also knows that she's not ready for kids. So we're on the same page, bro. Like Man, I don't know. Sometimes I see like TV shows and they're like, oh, my girlfriend wants to have a baby. What do I do? And it's like, dude, like I've never had that issue, like ever. And not with Whitney. It's amazing. I love her. Shout out Whitney again. I fucking love you.
This guy, fucking ID, because that's what you want to be called.
That's what I want to be called.
Is that setting up something crazy that you're gonna do?
Being formerly known as Israel Drown.
Yeah, Barry.
I am now ID. I was quoting Kanye West's tweet.
Like identification.
No. Well, yeah. Because I got none.
Oh, bomb.
That's my ID. I don't know. Well, it's just I want to be able to explore myself more creatively and artistically with like the type of work that I do. And I feel like every time I make some piece of artwork, people kind of associate it with my clothing brand called Drown. So like, and then when they call me Drown, it's just kind of like, sometimes I'll make a piece of artwork and then somebody will like tag my clothing brand page. And I'm like, man, like I don't know how to get them to understand. And I just have to change. I just have to train people to not call me Drown anymore because I want my artwork to be its own separate entity. With like I can collab with a brand and it's not a Drown collab. It's a me. I'm an artist. I'm an artist who works on a bunch of different mediums and yeah, I need my own individuality. You know what I mean? I feel like I was saying earlier, like Drown came from a really like dark personal place. And I feel like the more I kind of like associate myself as like, this is my personal brand, like this is who I am. Right. I feel like it just gives off the impression that I'm just like a buzzkill. Like it's just like negativity. You're not.
You're not.
You know I'm not. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But like it's just like Drown. Oh, I don't know. So maybe it's just me.
So this is me asking you, and for anybody else who wants to know, what can we expect from you in the upcoming next few months, weeks? Do you have anything that you're working on currently that you want to like talk about?
I'm working really close with Quentin and the Past Lives. I know you had him on here, and like
shout out Quentin and the Past Lives
to like form like this
Megatron
team, this creative team, and I'm excited to be around like people who like will uplift me and my artistic abilities and like that's what it seemed. Because I mean, Josh, we both know Josh. Shout out Josh. Good. Shout out Good. Anyways, so a lot of shout outs.
Shout out.
Shout out Bernie Sanders.
Shout out Bernie Sanders.
Shout out Princess Diana, R.I.P. We miss you.
I feel you.
Anyways, man, that shit really hurts for people, man.
You're not wrong.
That was intense. I saw a video of like
I'm still going through the motions.
I'm still going through it. And then Kristen Stewart, she's playing Princess Diana. What are we gonna do? You know, we're all gonna cry again. I'm not here for it, but I'm gonna watch it.
I feel you.
What was I saying again?
Don't worry.
I forget.
All right.
Oh, so, Quentin. Quentin. Yeah. I'm working real close with Quentin. We're gonna do. I'm trying to design.
Don't leak nothing
No, I'm just trying to design like on a bigger scale, and like working with a performing artist as talented as Quentin is definitely going to put me in that position to show the world, because Austin is a world stage, to show the world the creativity that is trapped in this brain, in this crazy creative brain.
Let it loose.
If you know me personally, you know I'm a freaking nutcase, and it's just there's like.
In a good way.
Too much energy and not enough creative outlet. So I'll be putting myself into that space, and like I said, it's only up. It's only up.
That's fucking beautiful, and I love to hear that for you. I'm glad you got things going on, and you don't have an exact idea of where everything is going to lead, but you do have a starting point. You have an idea, you have a concept, you have plans, and you have some goals.
Bro, if this interview happened like 3 years ago, it'd be like, I fucking hate everything, bro. Life sucks. Why are we even doing this?
This doesn't even matter, bro. I get it, but fuck all that.
I've definitely learned like the benefits and just like thinking positively and like manifesting. Like when you have when you have a bad attitude, things are just gonna go bad.
It just attracts.
And so like
the law of attraction goes hand in hand with the law of detachment.
I try to fight negativity with positivity. Sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes it pisses people off. But at the end of the day, I know that I tried to use positivity for something, so I know I'm good.
I know.
And you have to, or
right,
or you will drown.
And that's that.
Pun intended.
Boom, baby.
Add the horns.
Well, dude, thank you for doing and coming on with this interview. This has been dope. I'm glad I got to catch up with you in this one-on-one conversation. This
I love
has
your
been dope.
glasses.
Thank you. I love just the whole energy you're giving off. The aura is great.
It's all black, baby.
It's all black, baby, but it's all good over here, too. Well, tell people where they can find you on social media if they want to follow you. What's up? Give them that little tag.
IG, my Drown clothing brand page is drown.usa. My personal page is attached to it somehow. If you care enough, you'll find it. But that's it. Just IG. That's good enough for me.
There it is, baby. Well, thank you for coming on the show of All Things Radio, everybody. My name is J Vibes. Thank y'all for tuning in. ID Israel Luna in the building, aka Drown. Rest in peace, though, because that's done and buried. It's all good. Y'all stick around because we got more shit on the way. More interviews to come. More special guests. Thank you, everybody, for who's a part of this. You got shout out Ducky, shout out Ambrose, shout out All Things. Shout out what would Virgil do. J-Pop is in the building. Thank y'all for tuning in. We out. That's another one. Sheesh.